Hello and welcome to Camp, the Catholic audiobook in a month podcast. My name is William Wilson, and today is day 20 of The Practice of the Presence of God by Brother Lawrence. I will be reading letters 11 through 13. You know those shows that start with a warning, "This is not medical advice, consult your doctor." This episode may need one of those. His advice: happy those who suffer with Christ? Rely upon no other physician. Remedies will prove beneficial only so far as he permits. Be satisfied with the state wherein God has placed you. And finally, faith alone will not fail us in time of need. Let's get started. 11th Letter to Madame. Madame, I have had a good deal of difficulty to bring myself to write to Monsieur, but I do now purely because you and Mademoiselle desire me. Pray write the directions and send it to him. I am very well pleased with the trust you have in God. It is my wish that he may increase it in you more and more. We cannot have too much confidence in so good and faithful a friend, who will never fail us in this world or the next. If Monsieur knows how to profit by the loss he has sustained and puts all his confidence in God, he will soon give him another friend more powerful and more inclined to serve him. He disposes of hearts as he pleases. Perhaps Monsieur was too much attached to him he has lost. We ought to love our friends, but without encroaching upon the love of God, which must be the chief. Remember, I pray you, what I have often recommended to you, which is often to think on God by day, by night, in your business, and even in your diversions. He is always near you and with you. Leave him not alone. You would think it rude to leave a friend alone who had come to visit you. Why then must God be neglected? Do not then forget him. Think often of him. Adore him unceasingly. Live and die with him. This is the glorious employment of a Christian. In a word, this is our profession. If we do not know it, we must learn it. I will endeavor to help you with my prayers, and am, in our Lord, yours, etc. October 29th, 1689. Twelfth Letter to the Reverend Mother. My reverend and greatly honored Mother, I do not pray that you may be delivered from your troubles, but I pray God earnestly that he would give you strength and patience to bear them as long as he pleases. Comfort yourself with him, who holds you fastened to the cross. He will loose you when he thinks fit. Happy those who suffer with him. Accustom yourself to suffer in that manner, and seek from him the strength to endure as much and as long as he shall judge to be needful for you. They who love the world do not comprehend these truths, nor do I wonder at it, for they suffer as lovers of the world, and not as lovers of Christ. They consider sickness as a pain of nature, and not as a favor from God. And seeing it only in that light, they find nothing in it but grief and distress. But they who trust in sickness as coming from the hand of God, as the effect of his mercy, and the means which he employs for their salvation, commonly find in it great sweetness and sensible consolation. I wish you could convince yourself that God is often nearer to us and more effectually present with us in sickness than in health. Rely on no other physician, for according to my apprehension, he reserves your cure to himself. Place all your trust in him, and you will soon find the effects, which we often retard by putting greater confidence in medicine than in God. Whatever remedies you make use of, they will prove beneficial only so far as he permits. When pains come from God, he alone can cure them. Often he sends diseases of the body to cure those of the soul. Comfort yourself with the sovereign physician, both of soul and body. I foresee that you will tell me that I am very much at my ease, that I eat and drink at the table of the Lord. You are right. But think you that it would be a small pain to the greatest criminal in the world to eat at the king's table and to be served by his king's hands, without, however, being assured of pardon? I believe that he would feel exceeding great uneasiness, and such as nothing could moderate, save only his trust in the goodness of his sovereign. So I can assure you that whatever pleasure I taste at the table of my king, my sins, ever present before my eyes, as well as the uncertainty of my pardon, torment me, though, in truth, that torment itself is pleasing. Be satisfied with the state wherein God has placed you. However happy you may think me, I envy you. Pains and sufferings would be a paradise to me, while I should suffer with my God. And the greatest pleasures would be to me a hell, if I could relish them without him. All my joy would be to suffer something for his sake. In a little time I shall be going to God. I mean going to render my account to him. In this life what comforts me is that I see God by faith, and indeed in such a manner as might make me say at times, "No longer I believe, I see." I feel what faith teaches us, and in that assurance and that practice of faith I will live and die with him. Continue then always with God. It is the only support and comfort for your affliction. I shall beseech him to company with you. I present my service to the Reverend Mother Superior and commend myself to your prayers, and am, in our Lord, yours, etc. November 17th, 1690. 13th Letter. To the Reverend Mother. My good mother, if we were well accustomed to the exercise of the presence of God, all bodily diseases would be much alleviated thereby. God often permits that we should suffer a little to purify our souls, and to compel us to continue with him. I cannot understand how a soul, which is with God and which desires him alone, can feel pain. I have had enough experience to banish all doubt that it can. Take courage, offer to him unceasingly your sorrows, pray to him for strength to endure. Above all, acquire a habit of holding constant converse with God, and forget him the least you can. Adore him in your infirmities, offer yourself to him from time to time, and in the very height of your suffering, beseech him humbly and lovingly, as a child his good father, to grant you the aid of his grace and to make you conformable to his holy will. I will help you with my poor, halting prayers. God has many ways of drawing us to himself. He hides himself sometimes from us. But faith alone, which will not fail us in time of need, ought to be our support and the foundation of our confidence, which must be all in God. I do not know how God will dispose of me. I am always more happy. The whole world suffers, yet I, who deserve the severest discipline, experience joys so constant and so great that I can scarce contain them. I would willingly ask of God a share of your sufferings, but that I know my weakness, which is so great, that if he left me one moment by myself, I should be the most wretched man alive. And yet, I know not how he can leave me alone, because faith gives me as strong a conviction as sense can do, and I know that he never forsakes us, till we have first forsaken him. Let us fear to leave him. Let us ever abide with him. Let us live and die with him. Make you this petition for me, as I for you. Yours, etc. November 28th, 1690. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Tomorrow I will read the final 3 letters. If you have enjoyed today's podcast, please subscribe, rate, share, and help us grow. Also, please check out oratebooks.com, now featuring The Ways of Mental Prayer by Vital Léodet. Praised by Pope St. Pius X and spiritual leaders across generations, this masterwork guides readers through the transformative journey of prayer, from its foundational practices to its most profound mystical heights. That's oratebooks.com. If you'd like to learn more about us, please visit camp.fm. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow.